Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation, baby.
This is like the future of fighters in the 147-pound division in terms of the very, very top fighters. So I'm excited, and one of the reasons I'm so excited is because Kell Brook's in the deep end. And everyone's wanted to see him in the deep end for so long. Now we're going to find out. We're going to find out how special he is.
Marquez is there today. Apparently wants the winner.
He wants the winner. This is what I'm talking about. You know, I mean, you know, sit there thinking about Marquez, you know, back in the MEN or, you know, outdoors at Brownell Lane. I mean, this is what, like, you know, or even here in Mexico. I mean, these are the kind of opportunities that await both of them. And if that's not going to be enough of a caveat, then, you know, I don't know what is that you've got another guy here filming.
Oh.
He's going to nick your footage.
Careful. Like that. He looks a bit bigger than me, so
it's all good.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's. Oh, thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it.
Eddie Hearn, thanks for talking to us.
Was that how you get rid of it? I understand, you know, and we have to be sensitive because we promote fighters, and you don't want fighters thinking, our promoter, all he wants to do is stick me in tough fights.
Yeah.
But there has to be a middle ground. You know?
Yeah. You think you brought Kell Brook up at the right pace?
Yeah, I did. I mean, we had the year in the wilderness, if you like, with the Devon Alexander injuries. So, and that wasn't really his fault. So,
explain that, because people always blame that on Kell.
So after the Saldivia fight, when he became the mandatory for Devon Alexander, Golden Boy gave us the date. Didn't give us a lot of notice, but we went ahead. We said fine. He had a slight injury in his leg and he couldn't run, so he wasn't going to make the weight. Kell's a massive welterweight. I mean, you wait till you see tomorrow night in the ring. And we got on to Richard Schaefer, and I didn't want to run it close and then, one, Kell be in bad condition, or two, we let Golden Boy down with a week to go. So around 4 weeks before that fight, I told Richard Schaefer that we got an injury, won't make the fight. He rescheduled the fight. Okay, Kell was in the most unbelievable condition for the second Devon Alexander fight. 2 weeks before the fight, Alexander pulled out with a bicep injury. Kell was devastated. Went away. We're waiting for a new date. In that time, Kell's quite depressed. He's off his diet. Anyway, we get a new date. He goes back to the gym. Within a week of running, he has a stress fracture in his foot. The doctor says he can't run on his foot for 5 weeks. The fight's 9 weeks away, and it's impossible.
Yeah.
So he was absolutely devastated by that. It nearly finished him because I thought he was going to quit. But so from there, he rematched Carson Jones. He fought Senchenko. He fought Robles. You know, I think Kell's progression since we've taken him has been near on perfect, other than the injuries, just over that 8-month period. So he's the mandatory. We got the shot on Saturday, and he's got to make the most out of it. You know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for him, and it is a great fight. Yeah, it's a pure 50-50 fight. It really is. I think Kell will win. Obviously, I'm in his team. I can't see Porter living with his determination, his power, and his accuracy. But then Porter's looked great in his last couple of fights. You know, he doesn't look. I haven't been around Porter that long, but I know, like, obviously he came in with the towel on.
Yeah.
He didn't look physically great, in my opinion, but I didn't see him in the Malignaggi fight.
That did surprise.
So, yeah,
that was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, but listen, you can't underestimate him. He's going to be a tough fight, you know.
Yeah.
And one thing you can't deny is Kell hasn't boxed anyone at Porter's level. So we don't know what he's got. I just know he's got more gears. How many more gears?
Yeah.
Will he need 1 gear to beat Sean Porter? Will he need 2? Will he need 3? I'm talking about beyond his gears that we've seen so far.
Because obviously he's prepared, that he knows it's going to be an inside fight. He knows Shauna's going to try to get on the inside.
He's got to get there first.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to work in Kell's advantage because Sean has to get on the inside. If Sean Porter can't get on the inside, he's going to get his head just boxed off all night. If he gets inside, that's when he's going to try and do his work. But he's got to get there. It's not as if he wants to stay there and fight. He's got to somehow get in, and when he does that, he's reckless. We've seen it before, and Kell's not Malignaggi. Kell can take you clean out with one shot. He can really punch, especially when he's got this determination, and he's done the weight so well, and he's so fit. So it's a great fight. It's a great fight, and you talk about making fights. This is a great fight to make. 2 undefeated fighters. One's one's the world champion, one's #1 challenger. One's 4 in the ring mag, one's 5 in the ring mag. And how exciting for both of them, what lies ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Kell's room this morning talking to him about, do you know what's ahead of you? You know, Marquez, Khan, Mayweather, in time. You know, I mean, this is what he dreams of. So, and it's there for him. All he's got to do is take it. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, but if he's as special as we think he is, he'll do it, and he'll do it in style.
Yeah, I hear you. Psychologically, what did it mean to you, or what did it suggest when Sean Porter allowed your team to watch him spar?
Kell didn't take any notice. I mean, Kell's not the type of fighter that's going to sit and study and come up with a really, explicit game plan. He's a natural fighter. If you watch him, he's very, very smart. He knows what Porter's about, and of course he's watched him. But it's not like, oh, when he does that, I have to fight. That comes naturally to him. So Kell wasn't really even interested in watching Sean Porter spar. Sean Porter's having to come out of his comfort zone and do things to try and be that big personality, which he's not. He's just a nice kid, quiet kid with a great smile. But all this stuff like, what time is it? It's showtime. And on the pads with a thing over his eyes and sparring in front of Kell and doing that thing with a special K, like, that's not Sean Porter. But he's having to do it to become a celebrity. Yeah. So he's coming out of it because he's just a nice kid with a great smile, But he's not this brash but he's having to do it because they're probably saying, listen, if you want a Mayweather fight, you've got to be a star, you've got to increase your profile, you've got to do this. That's what he's trying to do. And maybe, just maybe, he's taking his eye off the ball in camp because, like I said, he didn't look in great shape. He's had the towel. You can't take too much, but it's encouraging signs rather than him stepping on the scales, bang on 147 in his pants, looking absolutely like a racehorse, And don't forget as well, this fight was scheduled for September the 16th. September the 6th. And we were in camp for about 10 weeks already when we got that news that they were postponing it, because the original date was August the 9th.
They postponed.
No, the original date was August the 9th.
Yeah, I remember.
The working date, if you like. Then we got the new date of September the 6th, 4 weeks after, and we were disappointed because we were targeting the 9th. That's when we were ready for. And I saw Porter in June in New York. He was massive. I mean, he wasn't even in camp. Then all of a sudden they brought the fight forward 3 weeks. We didn't complain because it was perfect for us, because that's where we wanted to be, the 9th, 16th, fine. But they would have taken 3 weeks off Porter. Yeah. I don't know whether he's rushed camp. I don't know whether he's living the life out, after the Malignaggi win.
But that is official though, that it was Team Porter that asked to push it back.
Well, it was gold. No, it was. They told us originally that the working date was August the 9th. That was out in the Barclays Centre. That was always going to be. But we'll confirm the date in due course. But that was always the working date. So then it went to September the 6th. In the contract, it had to be before September the 7th.
Okay.
So it was September the 6th. It's okay. It is what it is. But then they brought it forward 3 weeks. That worked for us because we didn't want an 18-week camp.
Yeah.
Kell likes a 13, 14-week camp, really, to get himself in the right condition. But obviously Porter was geared up for September the 6th. And then they've told him 3 weeks before. Now, we don't know when he started his camp, because we started our camp in April. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't, because he was fighting. So obviously, and I saw the size of him at the Mayweather fight, after the Malignaggi fight, he was huge. So, who knows? Yeah. Listen, it might be totally irrelevant. It might, but this is just, I'm trying to think why he hasn't done the weight well, which he hasn't. That doesn't happen if, and I know he's been working at the hotel, getting the weight off, so who knows?